Welcome back to the Sports Simulation Spectator. I'm your host, Michael Green, and today we have the Phoenix International Raceway and an unnamed race as I continue to learn how to play red, white, and blue racing from Plaay Games. Yesterday, we posted the race week part of this event to make sure that we've got all of the drivers where they should be, to figure out how that week played out and determined our race grid. You can feel free to go back and watch that, but I'll take a look here at our top group. We got Carl Edwards in pole, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in number 2, Jimmy Johnson in number 3, Denny Hamlin in number 4, TV driver Matt Kenseth in 5th place, Chase Elliott 6th, and rounding out the top group is number 4, Kevin Harvick. And our middle group is comprised of AJ Allmendinger, Jamie McMurray, Greg Biffle, Tony Stewart in 11th, Clint Boyer, Mark Martin, Kyle Busch, Casey Kane, Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., and Ty Dillon wraps up the top group in 19th place. So, like I've been saying, I am continuing to get comfortable with this game. I've got my little cheat sheet. This is a video for you to watch along with me. Feel free to correct me. Tell me I'm doing anything and everything wrong. I'd like to just make sure I get to the point where I can run my series, run my season, and make sure that I'm playing it semi-correctly. So we are doing the 2010s Phoenix International Raceway. It's a 32-turn race, which we've got right here. I've got our TV drivers laid out, and we're just gonna go. I've got my book. I've got my cheat sheet. If you want to feel like you're watching and learning with me or stumbling through things with me, feel free to stick around. I've got my dice tower off to the side here. I don't quite have the space for it the way I'd like, so you're just gonna have to trust me. We rolled a 5. That means we're looking at the bottom group. It is a 5. We're looking for heat, and we're going to start here at the bottom. Our first roll was red, white, and blue. That is, we're looking for, what did I say? We're looking for the 5. We're looking for heat. Justin Haley, no. Reagan Smith, no. Juan Pablo Montoya, he is going after 2. And of course, now I've got to look immediately. When there is a race against the middle, it is red determines even or odd side. That's what it is. So red was odd. So we're looking at the odd group here. So Juan Pablo Montoya and his heat check, 5, heat check, is going against Tony Stewart. He has the gas, but Tony Stewart has only 2 stars. The brakes take Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart loses his spot to Juan Pablo Montoya. Lowest position, red is gas, white is the driver to the challenge. It's odd. And blue is the brakes. Max brake is 5. You put together remind me, I know that if they have a star, they get an additional 1 on that break. So that's all that happens there. Yes. All right. Brian Vickers, no. Boucher, yes. Chris Boucher gets a roll. That's a 2. He's got the gas against 5. Evens, Kyle Larson. It's a 1. He's got 1 heat. See. If the defending driver has the indicated quality, he gets a bonus. He gets 2 if it's starred. So Kyle Larson gets 2 heat against 1 break. Kyle Larson holds him off. Got it. Jeff Burton. Ryan Newman is going up. Ryan Newman does not have the gas. Ryan Newman's got 4. He needs a 6. It is a 1-4-4 for Eric Almirola. He does not have the gas. It's a 6. Looking at Danica Patrick. No, I'm sorry. It's a 4-5-6. She does not have the gas. They don't get a bonus on the... It's just gas. They don't get a bonus as a result of having it because they're getting the check in the first place. Here we go. Heat Kurt Busch. It's a 6. He does not have the gas. And that is our first group. So after one set of turns, we've only had one change. Here's our next roll. We're looking at a 1. Top group. And a 4. We're looking at star. So we are the top group trying to take out the leader. Top group trying to take out the leader. We've got a star, Kevin Harvick, trying to take on Carl Edwards. It's a 1-4-3. He's got the gas. And Carl Edwards does not have star. He's only got 1 break, but he does get the 2 break bonus. Carl Edwards is able to hold him off. Chase Elliott now rolls. It is a 4-5-2. He's got the gas. And it's a 2. Carl Edwards gets 1, 2, 3. He's got the brakes. Star for Matt Kenseth. It is a 2-4-3. He's got the gas. And the 3 puts him at... It's a 3 on blue. He's got 1, 2, 3. However, Matt Kenseth is spinning his blue chip and taking that spot. Matt Kenseth is taking the lead. Star for Jimmy Johnson. It is a 5-5-5. I believe that means we go to a trouble, right? I believe that's right. Pit turns, yellow flags, dice. Yes, we're going to the trouble chart because of 5s. So this is Jimmy Johnson. Disregard the challenge. Challenging driver rolls against the problem finder. Boop, boop, boop. We're going to use our gray ones because I think that's right. No, we're using red and white because they are in order. It is a 24. Tire rub drop to the front of the bottom group. Jimmy Johnson drops to the front of the bottom group. So everybody else is going to move here. Yuck. Chris Boucher. You people. Dave Gilliland. It's okay. We're just going to shift these guys here. There's our group there. And then at the end of a problem, it's a problem? It's a problem. We did not need to roll for repair on this one. That was the 24. Just drops to the bottom group. And then after a problem, you have to fill the gap. There is no yellow flag, so we're filling the gap. So filling the gap is gas check. We do a gas check for everybody, right? Filling the gap means we need to fill that 3rd place back up again. Roll the red die against the gas pedal of the top driver in the next group. When a driver in the top or middle group where the race leader gets collected or has a problem, it'll leave a space. Oh, that's right. Everybody else here moves up. There we go. Denny Hamlin's going to move up here. Carl Edwards, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick. And then we're going to do a gas check against everybody else to fill these gaps. So 3, he's got the gas. AJ Allmendinger moves up. Clint Boyer. Kyle Larson. And then drop to the front of the bottom group. So I guess that means Jimmy Johnson still gets the opportunity here to roll to get back in. He's got the gas. He's going to find himself in 9th place. I guess that's right. Sounds good to me. Put our group of drivers back together. Looks good to me. And then we got a star roll here for Dale Earnhardt. He's going to try to take on Matt Kenseth for the opportunity. It is a 155. Dale has it. It's a 5 break. 1, 2, 3, 4. Matt Kenseth doesn't have it to hold off. Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes the lead after turn 2. So during turn 2, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is in the lead. I'm still working on, I asked some questions in the Delphi forums. I asked some questions in the Facebook group, trying to figure out the right way to track when the driver gave up the lead. It's in the video here. I still need to figure out a good way to do it. It seems like gamers have a whole lot of different ways that they like to treat that. All right. Turn 3. It's a 6. That is a duel. Ugh, and duels is another one I always forget. Here we go. Dual instigator is 4. The number 4 car in the top group. So Chase Elliott is instigating this duel. So Chase Elliott instigating this duel. He's going to choose a target. We'll roll the red die and compare the gas. If the red die is equal to or less than, he wins the duel, and then the other driver gets trouble. Driver's not obligated. Not obligated. Chase Elliott is gonna, it's early in the race. He's not going to roll. He's not going to push. Chase Elliott's happy where he's at. So he's not going to push for anything right at the moment. That's what we're going with. He'd get a performance chip if he'd win, and then trouble for the other. If he loses, now you know what? We're going to push for it. So in a duel, do they have to be in the same group? Any driver in the top group, presumably one higher in the group. So since he's already in top group, it would be someone in the top group. Yeah. So Chase Elliott is going to roll against Matt Kenseth. He's going for the gas check. It's a 5. He misses his gas check. So Chase Elliott actually ends up having trouble. He loses the duel, and he goes to his trouble chart. That's rare. Here's trouble. Starting with leading position. Escape, fill the gap only if yellow flag. All right, so a trouble roll is the 2 silvers together. First third of the race. Chase Elliott has a pit crew of C. Pit crew of C. It's been like 3 weeks since I've played this, and I've only played it twice. So, here's our trouble. Oh, no. We don't even necessarily know that we have trouble yet. First, we have to roll against. Here's our problem, resulting in trouble. 2 metallic dice come out to be a 3 and a 4. So we got a 7. Die roll is equal to or less than his escape. He avoids. Chase Elliott has a 7. He escapes. So nothing else happens. He's lucky. Here is our black and silver. Yeah, black and silver. Here we go. That is a 2. We're looking at the top group again here on turn 4. That is an 8. 8 is the skill check. Kevin Harvick has himself a skill check. We're looking at red, white, and blue. It is a 5-6-3. Kevin Harvick has the gas. Top driver is 3. Dale Earnhardt Jr. against his skill 1, 2, 3, 4. Dale Earnhardt holds him off. Chase Elliott has the skill check. Red, white, blue. It is a 4-3-2. He's got the gas. And it's a 2. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has the brakes. He's good to go. Denny Hamlin with a 5-4-3. Again, we've got the skill and stars. We're good. Dale Earnhardt holds him up. And then Matt Kenseth with a 3. He's got the gas. And a 6. Cannot lose a 6. Or cannot win a 6. Matt Kenseth takes the lead. Turn number 5. Turn 5. It is a 4. Middle group. And it's a 7. We're looking at control. Control. So starting with Jimmy Johnson. Is that right? Yep. We are rolling for red, white, and blue. It's a 6-6, or I'm sorry, a 5-6-6. He's got the gas, but barely. I'm just checking to make sure my red die is right. It's just gas. He doesn't get any other bonus out of it. So Jimmy Johnson. We're still looking at control. Control. So Jimmy Johnson has a 5-6-6 as his roll. He's taking on AJ Allmendinger. 5, he's got the gas. AJ Allmendinger, nothing can he do about brakes. Jimmy Johnson takes his spot. To nothing to hide Dylan. Martin Truex Jr. 1-5-3. He's got the gas. Going against Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick definitely has the stars. Kyle Larson. He's got the gas. On a 4, he's taking on Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott has the stars. Holds him off. Son of a monkey. Ah! Might die. It was blue. 1-1-3. This was Kyle Larson, I believe. Control. Casey Kane. Kyle Larson, Casey Kane. I don't remember. We're going to say it's Kyle Larson. I don't remember. No, it was not Kyle. It was Casey Kane. Kyle Larson tried to take Chase Elliott and couldn't do it. So we're looking at a 1, Dale Earnhardt. He's got the gas. Dale has 1, 2, 3. He's in the clear. Kyle Busch with a 6, 4, 2. He does not have the gas. Mark Martin. I don't think I should have even rolled for Casey Kane. I don't remember what number. We're looking at 7. It's control. Yes. Got to stop dropping dice. I lose my focus. It is a 5, 4, 6. He does not have the gas. We're still looking at control. Here we go. Juan Pablo Montoya with a control. It is a 3, 1, 5. He has the gas. He's taking on Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt gets 1, 2, 3. Juan Pablo Montoya takes the spot from Dale Earnhardt Jr. and finds himself in second place. Jamie McMurray is our last one here in the middle group. It's a 5-5-1. He does not have the gas, and that's the end of our group. All right, nothing crazy going right now. Turning on to turn 6. We're looking at black and silver. It's a 2 top group with a 10 TV. So we're just looking at TV drivers, and there's no one there. Awesome. No one there. So I believe on a TV roll, when there's no one in the group, nothing happens. Yeah, there's no one there. Matt Kenseth is in the lead. And the other drivers are all in the bottom, just kind of chilling. Yeah, we're going with it. Turn 6, nothing happens. So we're going in for a pit stop. This is what I always forget. So we're looking at metallic dice first. We switch the positions in the top and middle group of those 2 dice. So we've got 5 and 3. So 5 and 3 are switching spots. And 5 and 3 are switching spots. It was not doubles. Then we roll black. Group tries to go for a fast pit. That's a 6. That is the, I guess, duel. Excuse me, Big Bird. Pit turn. My cheat sheet is not working for me. Here we go. You'll check TV drivers in the top and middle groups and the leader. That's what we're going to check. So TV drivers on a 6. On a pit. Oh, it's actually on here. Tries for a fast pit. Roll using metallic, comparing his fast pit against his fast pit rating. If he's higher than or equal to, he gets a chip. All right, here we go. Matt Kenseth is our only driver. And it's a 9, and he does not have a fast pit. He's got a fast pit of 8. No performance chip for him. Performance chip racers all go to the top. You don't get a performance chip if you just for winning. Right now, we got a whole lot of nothing happening here. Then we roll the black die again. There's no one to move to the top of any of these groups because nobody has performance chips. Black die again, top group racer. Then we gas check. Wah, wah. Somebody made a quick reference card, and it only makes sense to me if I've done this well multiple times, which I have not. Once you roll the metallic for all the drivers, reorder top. Bottom group is not reordered. The final step in the pit turn is a challenge for the lead among the top drivers. Roll the black die to determine which driver gets to challenge. Use the gas pedal if red die is equal to or less than. Okay. So, challenge for the leader coming out of this pit is 1. It's going to be Juan Pablo Montoya. And he rolls a 2. He's got the gas. And Juan Pablo Montoya coming out of the pits on turn 7 is our current race leader. Woohoo! We've got a 6. That's a duel between number 7. That's a feud. Number 7. But again, I don't have anybody on that list, right? If roll for driver, if no driver, end of turn. There is no driver. Nobody's fuming, nobody's fueling. On to roll number 9. Here we go. Nope, wrong dice. It's a 5. We're looking at the bottom group with an 11. It's a problem. It's a problem. Bottom group, we roll the red and white dice. And it is driver number 34. It's driver 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has our problem. We're going to roll against his problem. I'm going to use these two. Nope, can't do that. Red and white. It is 45. Radiator damage. We're rolling for repair. Is this a problem? He's a C. We're still in the first third of the race. So he needs a 7. He needs a 7. If the roll is greater than repair rating, he's out. If the roll is greater than his repair rating, he's out. He needs a 9. No, it's a problem. Not trouble. It's a problem. It's a 7. It is a 9. The problem, his radiator repair. The roll is higher. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is out. Sorry, Ricky. Out on turn 9. And now we are down to 42 as we move up our packs. All right. There was no yellow flag. We don't have any gaps to fill. On to turn 10. It is a 6. That's a duel. Number 4. That is the number 4 car in the top group. Chase Elliott is going for it. He's going to take on Matt Kenseth. And he's got the 2. Chase Elliott takes that spot. Instigator wins, gets a performance chip. And we got trouble from Matt Kenseth. Got a trouble roll. Start with a leading position. Well, no, it's just Matt Kenseth that's in trouble. He's got an escape of 8. He rolls an 11. He's in trouble. If the roll, okay, so he's in trouble. If a trouble roll is less than or equal to the repair rating, he goes to the bottom. If the trouble roll is greater than his repair rating, he's out. Then we fill the gap. So here's our roll. Matt Kenseth has a B in the first third of the race. We're looking at, he needs a 9 or under. He's got a 8. He is going to the bottom, end of the bottom. Matt Kenseth is still in, but he loses his spot after getting pushed out by Chase Elliott. Jamie McMurray is for the gas check. He's got it. Moves up. And Juan Pablo Montoya continues to sit in that spot. We got a 2 for Jeff Gordon. He moves up. And our groups have been reorganized. All right, this is going to be our last lap of the first third. That is a 5, which is the bottom group, and 7, we're looking at control. Matt Kenseth has control. He is taking on, it's a 6-4-5. He's looking at even Kyle Larson. He's a 6 though, so he doesn't have the gas. Sorry, buddy. Reagan Smith. It's a 2-2-4. He has the gas. It's a 2 against Clint Boyer, and it's a 4. He only gets 1. Clint Boyer loses his spot to Reagan Smith. Tony Stewart. I'm going to move this over here and see if it rolls better for me, even though it's covering my little instigator thing. We're going to roll this just because I didn't see it. We're looking at a 4-2-3. Tony Stewart has the gas against 2 even. It's Reagan Smith. And 3, control is all he's got. Reagan Smith, who just took that spot, loses it almost immediately to Tony Stewart. Brian Vickers. 2-5-4. He has the gas against 5 even. Kyle Busch, and it's a 4. He's got 1, 2, 3. That's all. Kyle Busch loses his spot to Brian Vickers. Chris Buescher. 6-6-4. No gas. Control. We've got Jeff Burton. That is a 6. No gas. Eric Almirola. 5. No gas. David Reagan. 5. No gas. Alex Bowman. 3-3-5. Against Casey Kane. He's got 1, 2, nothing. Alex Bowman takes Casey Kane's spot, sending him down to the bottom. Matt DiBenedetto with a 3-3-6. He's got the gas against an odd Alex Bowman. Alex Bowman can't do anything about it, just like Reagan Smith takes it and then immediately loses it again. Casey Mears. 4-4-3. He does not have the gas. Marcos Ambrose. 5 does not have the gas. Landon Castle does not. 2, 3, 6. Kurt Busch has the gas. That's against a 3 even. Martin Truex Jr. and it's a 6. Can't do anything about it with brakes. Martin Truex Jr. loses his spot. And Kurt Busch is in 12th. Joey Logano with his control roll. A 5. He has the gas against 4 odd. Mark Martin, and it's a 1. Mark Martin gets the control skill, and that's all he's got. He's able to hold, but barely. Brad Keselowski with a 1, 2, 3. He has the gas against the 2 even, or I'm sorry, 2 odd. Ryan Blaney, and that is a no stars for him. Brad Keselowski takes 1 spot up into 11th. Through the first third, we have a new top group of 1. Pablo Montoya continuing to lead this race. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, and Jamie McMurray to round out your top. On to turn 12. That is a 5. That is the bottom group again with a 10. That's a TV driver. So we're looking here at Mr. Matt Kenseth first. It's the first time we get to do these TV drivers. We're looking at a 4-5-4. He's got that. 5 is Brian Vickers. And he's got... Actually... Well, no. He doesn't have TV, so he's not going to get a bonus. He's got 1 star, and he's got control. That's all he's got. Matt Kenseth takes that spot from Brian Vickers, putting himself in dead last. Paul Menard. 6, not going to have the gas. There's another 6, not going to have the gas. David Gilliland. 4, barely passes gas check. That's an even 5. Matt Kenseth. That's a 6, and he can't do anything about it. The TV bonus or not, Matt Kenseth falls to where David Gilliland was. And Michael McDowell doesn't pass his gas check. That is a 2. We're looking at some trouble for number 8. Trouble? Trouble. Trouble. Starting with a leading position in the group. Do I... Problem finder odd problem. Oh, no, we've got trouble in this group. So that's our top group. If top include the leader, it's Juan Pablo Montoya. We're rolling 2 metallic dice. And then we find out who gets wrapped up, right? If someone gets sucked up, there's a yellow flag. If yellow flag from problem or trouble, just move drivers up. No gas check. 1 or 2 cars collected, there's a yellow flag. 2 or more, there's 2 yellow flags. All right, here we go. Juan Pablo Montoya with an escape of 6. He's got a 9. Juan Pablo Montoya gets sucked up. So we're already going to have a yellow. So Juan Pablo Montoya is already going to be a yellow. Start with leading position in the group. With a 2, that's our top group. If the roll is greater than, we roll again on trouble. So we're going to find out what happens with all these guys afterwards. We'll then fill the gap. Chase Elliott has an escape of 7. He's got 7. He's good. Denny Hamlin with a 7 against his 8. He's good. Kevin Harvick with a 7 against his 9. Carl Edwards, 7 against his 9. Jimmy Johnson, 7 against his 7. Jamie McMurray, 10 against his 8. If 3 or more drivers in the top, or 6 or more in the middle, otherwise everything else just fills the gap. So we're looking at a yellow flag from this group No gas checks. Everybody just moves up. So so Chase Elliott becomes our new leader. Denny Hamlin, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson, Greg Biffle, Dale Earnhardt, and everyone moves on up. And then we're going to roll to find out what happens with our other drivers here. Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano. Juan Pablo Montoya was having a good time today, and he mucked up. All right, so we are in the second group. We're looking at Juan Pablo Montoya. We're going at a trouble. He has a B, so he needs 8 or under. He's got it. He's good. And he's going to go back into the race. We don't have a lot of performance chips here. Jamie McMurray, he's also a B, middle third, so 8 or under. That's a 10. Jamie McMurray is out of the race. Jamie McMurray is out on 13. He crashed as a result of that yellow flag. Yep. We filled the gap. Everybody moved up. We are down 2 drivers. And then do we just have a yellow on? Just have a yellow? I realize all of my other races were way longer than this one, but it was not on a pit turn. Yep, we're just coming back out of pit, so we're going to have 13 was our regular turn, 14 is our yellow, and now we're on race lap 15. All right. I think this is going much cleaner than some of my other races. We're looking at a 5. That is our bottom group against an 8. We're looking at the skill check. Brian Vickers is taking on 2, 4, 6. We're looking at a even 2, 4, 6. 2, he's got the gas. 4 is the even middle. 6, he cannot break the gas, or he doesn't have the brakes because it's a 6. Brian Vickers takes a spot. We are looking at the skill check. I need like a little highlighter thing that reminds me of what my action is. Red, white, blue. We're looking at skill for Justin Haley. It's a 3-2-3. He has the gas. We're looking at the odd of 2 against Matt DiBenedetto. And he does not have skills, so he's going to lose that spot. Clint Boyer looking to take advantage. 2, 5, 6. He has the gas. 5 even. Kurt Busch. 6 break. We know you can't stop a 6. Clint Boyer takes Kurt Busch's spot. Reagan Smith, no. Kyle Busch, yes. 3. He's good. 4. Odd. Against Ty Dillon, and it's a 1. He's got the skill. So Ty Dillon holds off Kyle Busch. Kurt Buescher. 2, 2, 6. He's got the gas against an even 2. Clint Boyer can't stop it. Chris Buescher takes the spot. Ryan Newman rolls. 4. He's got the gas against a even 4. Brian Vickers, who somehow has the skill, he's able to hold him off. Paul Menard, TV driver, with a 5. He does not have the gas. Eric Almirola. Against a 3, he's got the gas. Against an odd 6, Joey Logano. Logano's got, it's a blue 4. 1, 2, 3. He does not have the brakes. Eric Almirola takes the spot from Joey Logano. Matt Kenseth. 1, he's got the gas. Against an odd 3, Mark Martin. Blue 4. 1 skill. Mark Martin can't do anything about those brakes. Matt Kenseth is climbing back up after he had some trouble and found himself at the bottom of the group. Michael McDowell. A 2, he's got the gas. Against an even 6, Ryan Blaney. And Blaney cannot do anything about the brakes with it being a 6. Michael McDowell has just taken that spot. I'm pretty sure McDowell was over here. I wasn't paying attention to where my cards were. David Reagan. 4, 2, 4. Gas. Good. Even for 2. Chris Boucher. It's another 4. Just the skill. Chris Boucher gives up to David Reagan. Austin Dillon with a roll. 3, he's got the gas. Against an odd 2, Justin Haley with a 5. Justin Haley falls to the back. Casey Mears. So our last roll for this group, and it's a 6 gas. He doesn't have the gas. Nothing he can do. All right, last trip around the course before we go into the pits. It's a 2. We're looking at our top group against a 10. That's TV. And again, there's no one in the TV. No one in the TV. Womp womp. Nothing we can do. That group stays exactly the same, and we are going into the pits again. We are going in the pits. So, let's get this right. On a pit, we're rolling the metallic dice, and we're switching those. That is a 4 or 1 and a 4. Top and middle group. So 1 and 4. Denny Hamlin falls back. Jimmy Johnson climbs up. 1 and 4. Brian Vickers and Ty Dillon get to climb up. Tony Stewart and Brad Keselowski fall. Now we're going to roll the black die to see which group has a fast pit. It's a 4. That's the middle. Going right here. So we're going fast pits across the middle. Performance chips for anybody that beats their fast pit speed. So Eric Almirola, he's got one. Michael McDowell needs snake eyes. No. Jeff Gordon with a 9. No. AJ Allmendinger, 5. He gets a fast pit. Brad Keselowski, 4. He gets one. Now we got some blue chips flowing. Tony Stewart. Yes. No for Matt Kenseth. Got a 7. No for Kyle Larson. 6. We got a 5. Austin Dillon gets a performance chip. Performance. David Reagan gets a performance chip with his fast pit of 4. Ty Dillon. No. Brian Vickers. No. So, PC drivers go up. And it says, swap the driver with the highest driver. Leader is exempt. So Brian Vickers goes down. David Reagan takes his spot. Austin Dillon goes up. Tony Stewart in where Brian Vickers was. Brad Keselowski. AJ Allmendinger. And Eric Almirola taking Kenseth's spot. And now we're rolling black die again to figure out which 5 Top race or gas check. We're looking at Greg Biffle gets a gas check to see if he can take that spot. No defense. It is a 2. Greg Biffle takes the spot. There is no defense coming out of the pits. Right? No gas check coming out of pits. I think that's right. And the answer is... roll the black die to determine which driver gets the challenge. Use the gas pedal with no defense. Oh, if the race leader has a performance chip, he can maintain his leader status. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's not going to let Greg Biffle take that spot from him. All right. So my note here, I need to adjust my note because technically the no defense just means brakes don't come into play. Lap 18. That is a 6. We're looking at a duel on 8. That is the number 6 cars in the middle group. Number 6 cars, we're going to start with odd. Matt Kenseth is going to try to take on Brian Vickers because he's not going to try and fight for that blue chip since he doesn't have one. Matt Kenseth is dueling. Doing a gas check. Here we go. Matt Kenseth. He's got the gas check. Brian Vickers is in trouble. So let's find out what happens with Mr. Vickers. On trouble, we are going to roll 2 metallics. That is a 6. Against his escape, he's okay. Great. Michael McDowell is now going to try to take on Matt Kenseth. Why not? We started with odds, so we did it right. If the instigator wins, Matt Kenseth won, so he actually gets the blue chip. So no, Michael McDowell is going to try and take on Ty Dillon. If a red 6 during a quality challenge or duel. Oh, against the duel. Okay, so we're Michael McDowell. Wait, against the duel. I don't know what these yellow triangles mean. Triangle symbol. When a red 6 is rolled in any quality challenge or duel, the driver's card immediately experiences problems. But why would I roll red during a duel? Oh, to find out if he's got the gas. Okay, so Michael McDowell, he needs a 2 or under, but he's looking to take on Ty Dillon. It's a 1. Michael McDowell takes the spot from Ty Dillon. And Michael McDowell gets himself a chip because that yellow comes into play. We already did our trouble for Brian Vickers, so we're going to do our trouble roll here for Ty Dillon. This is an escape roll. It is a 6, and Ty Dillon is safe. So Michael McDowell takes that spot. The yellow triangle, if a 6 had come out during the challenge, he'd have had a problem. But he did not. So there's our duel. Did I do the duel right? Sure. All right. Turn 19. It is a 2. We're looking at our top group for a 7. That is control. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is challenging Chase Elliott for the lead. It is a 5. He does not have the gas. Denny Hamlin. It's a 5. He's good. Against the 1. Chase Elliott's got brakes for days. It's going to take a lot to take this from him. It's a 6. Doesn't have the gas. Kevin Harvick. There's a 5. He's got the gas, and that's a 4. Chase Elliott has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And control for Jimmy Johnson. Oh, wait. So that is something that I have gotten wrong in the past. If this is something that I've gotten wrong in the past. So if someone has a star quality, I believe they get to roll again. If a challenging driver has a star symbol, he gets 2 chances. If successful on the first challenge, he can challenge into the next group. That's something I've never gotten right. So we're going to get it right this time. Kevin Harvick is getting a second control try. His gas is good, but again, it is only 4 on the blue, and Chase Elliott has 1, 2, 3, 4. Chase Elliott's good. Jimmy Johnson is going to also get 2 tries. That's a 6. He does not have the gas. That's a 6. Jimmy Johnson does not have the gas. At the end of 19, Chase Elliott still sits in the lead. On to turn 20. That is a 3, and we're looking at our middle group against a 7. That's another control check. Brian Vickers. It's a 3. He's got it. He's looking at Denny Hamlin with a 6, and Hamlin cannot hold him off. Jeff Gordon gets a chance. 5, he's got the gas against 5 and 2 blue. 1, 2, he's got it. Kyle Larson. 3, he's got the gas against 6, and it's a 1. He's got 1, 2, 3. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is good. Holds him off. Michael McDowell. No control. Matt Kenseth has control. That is a 5. He has the gas against 3, which is Carl Edwards, who has the 1, 2, 3. No, he can't even hold him off. Matt Kenseth takes the spot from Carl Edwards. Aric Almirola, red, white, blue. It is a 6. He does not have the gas, but he could spend his chip. It's against 5. That's Greg Biffle. That's a 3 blue against 1, 2. Greg Biffle doesn't have it. Aric Almirola takes the spot. AJ Allmendinger. 4. Does not have the gas, could spend his chip. I might have missed on... I don't remember now if Aric Almirola passed his gas or not. I don't remember. He might have had to spend his chip. We'll see. I won't see. Tell me if I'm wrong. I might have caught it. AJ Allmendinger is a 3 against the 4. He might have to spend his chip. It is a 2 against 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got it for days, but he's going to spend his blue chip to take the spot. Kevin Harvick loses his spot. Can be used to win or fend off a challenge or duel. Okay. Control over Brad Keselowski. That is a 3. He's got the gas against 4. And a 6. Brian Vickers can't do anything about it with that blue 6. Tony Stewart gets a roll. That is a 4, 5, 4. He's got the gas against Aric Almirola. And that is a 4. Aric Almirola can't do anything about it. It is on the performance chip. If both drivers have it, resolve the challenge first. If both have it, roll again. So in this case, Almirola could spend to hold him off. When then the red, white, and blue will determine who wins. An additional even odd will be determined if they spend or retain. Which means no one does it, no one changes, but we have to decide whether or not they're going to get to keep it. So we're going to roll red. It goes odd spends them, even keeps it. Odd, they both spend. So Almirola keeps his spot. Austin Dillon and David Racin has control. That is a 2. He's got gas against Dale Earnhardt and a 2. Dale Earnhardt holds him off. But David Racin spends his chip to take the spot from Dale Earnhardt Jr. Turn 21. As a 2 against the top group with a 5. That's a heat check. We got Eric Almirola taking on Chase Elliott. 5, no gas. Heat check, Matt Kenseth. It's a 2, 5, 5. So he's got the gas. And 5 for Chase Elliott. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chase Elliott's able to hold, but Matt Kenseth is going to spend his blue chip and take the lead from Chase Elliott. And that's all our checks. 22, finishing the second third of the race. Matt Kenseth now sits in the lead. 2, top group against 6, which is a smart check. Eric Almirola gets to roll against Matt Kenseth. It's a 6. He doesn't have the gas. Smart check for Brad Keselowski. It's a 3. He's got the gas. Against a 1. Matt Kenseth has it, but guess what? Brad Keselowski, these performance chips are all of a sudden coming into play. Kenseth takes that lead from Matt Kenseth. Smart check. Chase Elliott gets 2 shots at Keselowski here. It's a 6, and he doesn't have it in him. But it's a second 6. Chase Elliott cannot pull anything together. AJ Allmendinger gets a smart roll. That's a 4. Does not have the gas. That's through 22. Brad Keselowski is your current race leader. Followed by Jimmy Johnson, AJ Allmendinger, Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth, Eric Almirola, and David Racin. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Austin Dillon, Tony Stewart, Brian Vickers, Kevin Harvick, Greg Biffle, Carl Edwards, Michael McDowell, Kyle Larson, Jeff Gordon, Ty Dillon, and Denny Hamlin. Let's see what happens here at the end of... We're supposed to use skill on the final 10 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So if we were to roll an 11, it becomes skill and not a problem. All right. We are at a 2. That's top group with a 5. Heat check. Eric Almirola again. Heat check. It's a 4, no gas. Matt Kenseth. Misses the gas. Chase Elliott. That's a 1. He's good on the heat or on the gas. And 5. Brad Keselowski has a total of 4 and loses his spot there to Chase Elliott. And that's all our heat checks. Chase Elliott is taking the lead back after the 23rd turn. On to 24. It's a 5. We're looking at our bottom group again with a 6 and a smart check. 1, Pablo Montoya has the gas against an even 1. That's a 3. Dale Earnhardt Jr. 1. Does not have smart. 1, Pablo Montoya is going to start making that push. See if he's got it in him. Climb back into first place. We're looking at a... It was smart, right? I think I said smart. Well, that's what we're going with because that's what I think I rolled before everything fell over here. So that's what we're going with. Matt DiBenedetto. It is a 4, no gas. Kurt Busch. It is a 4. He's got the gas against an even 1. Juan Pablo Montoya with a 6 break, and unfortunately, Montoya made the turn, wasn't able to hold it, and falls back. Reagan Smith is a smart check. That is a 5, no gas. Smart for Clint Boyer. No gas. Paul Menard. 2. He's got the gas against an even 4. Carl Edwards, who is a 3. Smart is 2. Menard takes Edwards' spot. Ryan Blaney with a smart roll. 3. He's got the gas against an odd 5. Jeff Gordon rolls a 3. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Gordon holds him off. Smart check for Alex Bowman. 1. He's good against an odd 2. Brian Vickers with a 1. He gets the 1 break, and Brian Vickers is able to hold him. Marcus Ambrose takes 2 shots here. That is a 5. He does not have the gas. That's a 4. Still does not have the gas. And Martin Truex gets to do the same thing. Got a 4, and he does have the gas against an even 1. Kurt Busch, who's got the brakes. So Martin Truex Jr. is going to take another shot at this with a 6, and he cannot do anything with it. That's the end of 24. Coming down to the home stretch here. That's a 5. We're looking back at that bottom group again with an 8. We are looking at a skill check. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be our first. That is a 3-3-2. That's good against an odd 3. Greg Biffle. Skill check 1, 2. Greg Biffle loses. Dale Earnhardt takes his spot. David Gilliland with a 1-5-2. Looking at an odd 5. Jeff Gordon with his brakes, he's good. Kyle Busch. 5-5-5. Triple problem. 5-5-5. Triples. Problem for the challenger. We're rolling red and white. It is a 42. Brake trouble, and we're rolling for repair. So we are in the final third of this race. Kyle Busch is having trouble with his brakes. He's got a B pit crew. Is this trouble or is this a problem? We go to triples becomes a problem. We looked at our problem chart. Okay. Brake trouble, if it's greater than his repair rating, it's a B. B here in the final third is a 6. No, on a problem. It's a 4. So he needs a 4, 3, or 2. And he gets a 5. Kyle Busch finds himself eliminated with brakes on 25. Kyle Busch on 25. So we're looking at these skill rolls where Clint Boyer. 2, he's good on brakes. That's an even 1. Kurt Busch with a 6. We know about that blue 6. Seen it all day. Clint Boyer takes the spot and Kurt Busch falls down. Ryan Newman with a skill roll. 2, brakes are good against an even 4. Paul Menard with that blue 6. It's been coming up often. Ryan Newman climbs up. Paul Menard falls down. Joey Logano gets 2 passes here. That is a 2-5-4. He's got the gas against an even 5. Kyle Larson. One skill, can't do nothing about it. Kyle Larson loses his spot. I cannot get my cards to pick up. Kyle Larson and Joey Logano gets another go. Can he move up in this pack like crazy? That is a 1-4-3. Passes gas against 4. We're looking at a 3 on the skill check. 1, 2, 3. Matt Kenseth is able to hold off Logano. Mark Martin. Fails gas. Ryan Blaney. Triple ones. We got a problem for Ryan Blaney. Problem for Ryan Blaney. We're rolling red and white. It is a 36. Vibration drops to the front of the bottom group. And if they're at the bottom, they move to the end of the group. I don't even need to roll for that. He just falls down. I mean, he's not got very far to go. He's pretty far back as it is, but that problem is not a yellow flag. Biffle comes here. Chris Boucher, skill roll. 2 passes gas on the even 5. Joey Logano with a 3. 1, 2, 3. He holds off. Justin Haley. 2, 3, 6. He's got the gas on an even 3. It's a 6, and Kevin Harvick cannot. Justin Haley climbs up. Casey Mears with his skill roll. It's a 2, 3, 6. We know all about that blue. 2. He's got the gas against an even 3. Justin Haley took it and gave it right away. Unfortunate. Casey Mears. And that's all she wrote. We are through 25 laps. One more lap, and I've got our final pit coming up. It's a 6. We're looking at a duel on 3. Number 3 car in the top group. Number 3 car in the top group. Brad Keselowski is taking on Jimmy Johnson. And it's a 1. He passes, gets a blue chip, and Jimmy Johnson loses that duel. Trouble. So we're looking at 2 metallic dice. That is a 9. In trouble, or against his escape rating, he's got a 7. Jimmy Johnson is in trouble. If yellow flag from problem or trouble, just move drivers up. And trouble always makes a yellow flag. Is that right? If one or more is collected in trouble, a yellow flag is going to come out. So we're going to have to figure out yellow flag on pit. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out yellow flag on pit, which probably means, I don't know. We'll see. We got a, let's see. He's on trouble. We're going to a repair rating here now. He's a B on trouble final third. He needs a 6 or better. It is a 5. His score is better. Jimmy Johnson goes to the end of the bottom. That brings out a yellow flag on pit. And whenever there's a yellow flag from trouble, everyone just moves up. So there is no filling the gap. Jimmy Johnson sits at the back of the pack. Let's see. Is there anything about a yellow flag pit? I don't. Early pit turn. If yellow flag within 3 turns of pit, leader choice, leader can roll for fast pit. Pit turns. Early pit after yellow. If a yellow flag occurs within 3 turns of a scheduled pit, the race leader has the option of sending the field in for an early pit on yellow. If he chooses, the race leader gets to attempt a fast pit regardless of which group is indicated for the fast pit. Also, all pit turns are renumbered based on if the final pit turn occurs within 2 turns of the end of the race. It does not. This is not an early pit. I'm actually going to say that this is a yellow and a pit, so nothing's going to happen. Everyone's going to go into the lane. No one can come out any faster. But, you know what? We're going to do the fast pit. We're going to do the fast pit because Chase Elliott knows Brad Keselowski has it. I think that's what would happen here. I also realized that this entire time I've not been adding anything to repair for these cars. So this racetrack, see, mess something up every time, but I'll get it right one of these days. This race has this raceway has a change to repair that's actually a +1 that I wasn't applying to anyone. So we're gonna just continue to not pretend that didn't exist that way. I mean, you don't have to do that. It actually says here is optional. It's in the optional or advanced rules. So I'm not sad that I didn't do it. I am a little sad, but I'm not bothered that I didn't do it. Oh, here we go. If a yellow flag turn occurs in a pit turn, conduct the pit turn as usual as outlined below. All right, so we're just doing a regular pit. Okay. I guess everyone's coming in and they can mess around in pit lane. So that's 3 and 4 is going to switch. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Then we're going to roll black for fast pit. That's a 5. So we'll look at top and middle, including the leader. We're doing fast pit. Top and middle. Top and middle. Ooh, this could get wild. Chase Elliott. We'd start at the bottom and go up. Guess it doesn't matter. But typically, we've gone bottom up. So that's what we're going to do. Martin Truex Jr., fast pit of 8. He gets one. Denny Hamlin Jr., fast pit of 8. He gets one. Ty Dillon, fast pit of 5. He does not. Jeff Gordon, 8. He does not. Ryan Newman, 7. He does not. Earnhardt Jr., 7. He gets one. Joey Logano, 8. He gets one. Michael McDowell does not. Casey Mears, 3. He does not. Brian Vickers, 6. Yes. Tony Stewart, 6. Yes. Austin Dillon, 6. Yes. He's got 2 now. Clint Boyer, 7. Yes. David Reagan, 4. No. Matt Kenseth, 8. Yes. Eric Almirola, 6. Yes. AJ Allmendinger, 5. No. Brad Keselowski, 8. No. Chase Elliott, 8. Yes. So our Chase race leaders, we're switching these orders here. And then there's our spots. We got Michael Mc... driver with chip swaps with the highest without. So Michael McDowell goes here. Joey Logano. Casey Mears. That doesn't feel right. Why would Casey Mears fall so far down? In descending order. Non-trip drivers drop back. So do you swap them? Driver with chip swaps with highest without. Leader is exempt. I guess Denny Hamlin takes. I guess that's right. Why does Ty Dillon and Jeff Gordon get to hold their spot? I don't know. Those guys don't change. All right. And then I guess we still need to roll the black die against the group. It is a 1. That means top group. No. Brad Keselowski is a gas check against Chase Elliott. It's a 3. Keselowski's got the gas, but they're spending their chips because neither of them are going to pass each other. Nothing he can do about it. All right. That was our yellow. We got 5 laps to go. Here we go. 466. It's a 4 against the middle group. It says doubles on metallic, add a problem to the indicated group. Add a problem to the indicated group. If the final turn in doubles, resolve the problem first. So we're looking at our middle group. We got a problem. Gonna roll our finder chart. I guess we'll come back to it. It's a rare. We're looking at rare on this doubles. A middle group. Let's see what happens. I've never done a rare. We're looking at red and white. There's a 13. Roll again on the super rare chart. It is a 53. Driver Rex. And is out for X number of races. Roll 1 die. And then use the driver finder. It is a 5. It's in the bottom group. He's injured and out for X number of races. Driver incident. Oh my. Here's our driver finder table. So if we're looking at bottom group, we don't know who it is yet. Then use the driver finder. We're looking at red and white. It's the bottom. It is 32. On the bottom group is driver number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chris Boucher crashes and is injured. On 28. He's injured. And I guess we're doing metallic to determine the number of races they're out because it says dice. It doesn't say die. We're just going to put them together. Driver incident. Driver error. Rain threat. Yeah, we're just going to roll it together. In this, he is out 7 races because he's hurt. Chris Boucher is out 7 races. So in that case, this super rare result is I'm assuming, with that driver wrecking, that becomes, I can't even say that more happens. Let's see, does the book say anything about super rare? I guess it's only my 3rd race, but I've not seen anything like that happen, so I don't really know what to do. Let's see. Resolving. Rare results, 1 to 4. On rare results, you do it the other way around. First, you roll in the results to find out what happened. Then, if necessary, isolate drivers. So it just says he's the only one that crashes. I'm not going to feel a problem will trigger the need to fill a gap. And if a yellow flag result is resulted, a yellow flag. So we're going to say that there's a good chance here that that's a problem. And we're going to roll. He's out, which means we're going to do fill the gap. If yellow flag, that's a wreck. If he's that hurt, we're going to say that this is a yellow flag. So that, unfortunately, we got that on turn 28, then turn 29 was our yellow flag. Everybody's going to move up because Chris Boucher is that injured that they need to get his car off the track. They need to get him off the track. And here's where we stand now with 3 turns to go. That's where we are. Pit turn. And we're off to the races again. Turn 30. That is a 1. Looking at the top group. Oh, we never did our problem. We never did our problem. So let's go back and do that again. That was a problem indicated in that group. So we rolled the rare. There was also a problem. I may not have needed to pick that group. It might have been on my initial. No, it just says roll 1 die. So it says we need to figure it out. Maybe I should have left the black one. I don't remember. Is the doubles on metallic an optional rule? I think it is. You'll add an extra event. Add a problem to the same group. We're going to say it's the bottom group because I don't know. You may resolve the problem at the beginning or the end. The only exception would be if it's the final turn of the race, in which you'll always resolve the problem first. All right, so we're going to say that that was a problem. It was because it was double 6s. Here's our bottom group. I don't remember which group it was, but because that's where the massive accident happened, that's where we're going to treat it. Here's our problem. We're looking at red and white. It is a 34. That is driver 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is going to be Mark Martin. Has the problem. This is problem or trouble? Problem. Here we go. Mark Martin with a 34. Tight on track, drops to the front of the bottom group. Mark Martin's actually just going to fall to the back of the group. All right, I can handle that. I don't feel like dealing with more mayhem after that mess. Mark Martin drifts to the back. We did need to do a repair roll. Great. All right, here we go. Now we are on turn 30. We're going to re-roll black and silver. That is a, oh, that was a 1. That is a 5. We are looking at a bottom group 5. We're looking at a heat check against the middle. Heat check. Here we go. Mark Martin with a 1, 5, 6. His 1 is good. Looking at an odd 5. Ty Dillon can't stop it. Mark Martin pulls it back together after coming out. He's feeling hot. We are looking at a heat check. Heat check. Greg Biffle. Red, white, and blue. That is a 4-2-5. Gas is good on an even 2. It's a 5-1. He does not have it, but he's going to spend the blue chip to hold it. Juan Pablo Montoya. That is a 1-2-5. He's got the gas on an odd 2. Michael McDowell with a 5. He does not have, but he's going to spend his blue chip. Kurt Busch. 5. Good on an odd 4. Martin Truex Jr. with a 4. 1, 2. He needs to spend his chip to hold. Carl Edwards. 4-3-1. He's got the gas on an even 3. Joey Logano has 1 star. He's got just enough. Kyle Larson gets 2 shots at this. It's a 2. He's got the gas against an even 5. And Jeff Gordon loses the spot. And Kyle Larson's going to push and try again. That is a 4. He's got the gas against a 5. And David Reagan can't do anything to hold. Kyle Larson is making a push here at the end of the race at Phoenix International Raceway. That was Jeff Gordon that went. We got a Danica Patrick heat roll with a 1-3-2 against an odd 3. Dale Earnhardt. He's got it. He's got what he needs. Casey Kane with a 3-6-1. He's got the gas against an odd 6. We're looking at Ryan Newman with a 1. He just needs 1, and he's got it, but he's actually got 3. And that's all our heat checks, and that's where that stands. 2 turns left. Can Chase Elliott hold off the rest of the pack? On a 2, that is trouble. No, 2 is top group with a 5. That's heat. We're looking at the top group with a heat check. Top group heat check. Kyle Larson gets 2 shots at Chase Elliott. It is a 6. He doesn't have the gas. And it's a 2. He's got the gas. And it's a 3. Does Chase Elliott have the heat? He's got what he needs to hold him off. Matt Kenseth gets a heat roll. That is a 1-4-2. 1, he's got the gas. And the 2, Chase Elliott can't do anything about that performance chip. Matt Kenseth comes into the lead here on the 31st turn. Got a heat check from Eric Almirola. That is a 5. He does not have the gas, but it's a 4. Or here we go. It's a 5. Matt Kenseth cannot stop it. He loses the spot, and Eric Almirola, who's been just chilling right behind the lead, spins that blue chip and takes the lead with 10 turns to go, or 10 laps to go. It is a duel on the final lap. If duel on final turn is in the top, leader adds a break. So our duel is on a 10, which is the number 4 cars in the middle group right here. Martin Truex Jr. is going to try to take on Brian Vickers. That's a 4. He's got the gas. He takes the duel. And Brian Vickers has himself a problem. He gets the blue chip. Not going to matter, but there is a roll for trouble for Brian Vickers. So we're looking at trouble. He's got an escape of 7. That's a 7. He just escapes. And Denny Hamlin is going to try and take that spot from Michael McDowell. We're rolling a gas check for Denny Hamlin. It's a 2. He takes the spot. Michael McDowell's now got trouble. That's not good for him. He's rolling for escape of 8. And Michael McDowell has a 7. He's able to escape. Performance chip for Denny Hamlin. And that's the end of the race. If the duel is in the top, driver can change lead. Roll cam doubles, resolve it first. Roll cam targets the bottom group, ignore. Yellow flag, play another turn. That is the end of the 2010 Phoenix International Raceway race. Eric Almirola is your winner. Brad Keselowski comes across in 2nd. Matt Kenseth 3rd. Chase Elliott 4th. Clint Boyer 5th. Kyle Larson and AJ Allmendinger round out the top 7. In our second group is Austin Dillon, Tony Stewart, Martin Truex Jr., and Denny Hamlin. Joey Logano, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Michael McDowell, Brian Vickers. David Reagan in 16th. Mark Martin in 17th. Casey Mears and Ryan Newman are the middle group. Landon Castle, Marcos Ambrose, Justin Haley, Alex Bowman, Kevin Harvick, Casey Kane, Danica Patrick, Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards, Paul Menard, Jeff Burton, Kurt Busch, Reagan Smith, Juan Pablo Montoya, Matt DiBenedetto, David Gilliland, Greg Biffle, Ryan Blaney, Jimmy Johnson, and Ty Dillon pull up the rear. Daniel Suarez did not qualify. Crashing out during the race is Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Jamie McMurray, Kyle Busch, and Chris Buescher. Best wishes to Chris as he hurt himself in this race. If this were a season, we'd be tracking it, but I'm not, thankfully. So hopefully you stuck around with me as I kind of mucked my way through this. I will say I feel way better this time than I had in previous plays. I feel like I got most everything right. I still need to do better about having a way to track kind of what I'm actively looking at in a particular turn. We also ran into some rare results. We had some duels we had to worry about. We had a yellow flag on a pit. I think we did almost everything right here. So please leave comments. Let me know where I did something wrong. Like I said, I'm working towards putting this together as a series, just like I've done in History Maker Golf, as I'm doing in Fast Drive Football. So please come back here to the Sports Simulation Spectator. Thanks for watching Red, White, and Blue Racing. Check out the other content and let me know what you think. I appreciate it all. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. See ya.